Welcome back. It is Tuesday, September 3rd in the MLB. Our three best bets are on the way. It's Austin joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. Hey, a 2-1 day. We will certainly take the winning day. Guardians Royals, Logan's favorite pick, under 8.5. A little sweaty towards the end of that one, but still cashed that one pretty easily. Yankees Rangers over 8.5. Slow through the first five, then with the Yankees score in the fifth, or six, like 5 runs, easy, sweat free over there. Our parlay of the day loses. William Contreras. He could not get us a hit. 0 for 2 with 2 walks. One of the only Brewers that didn't have a hit. It was painful to see. But hey, 2-1 day. We're going to stick to 3 picks today, and hopefully we can have another 2-1 day, or heck, we're going to have a 3-0 sweep. We're on, a 9-4 run. Been pretty solid the last few days. Let's keep that momentum going as we close out September of the regular season and into the playoffs. Later on today, we have a couple cool things coming. Number one, we will have an NFL future video. If you haven't been tapped into all the YouTube shorts I've been doing, I will have the NFL future encompassing every single future I have placed for the NFL, which I think we're at about 5.5 units so far down on those. So that will be live, I think, at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Also, today we're doing a same little offer, 2-week free trial into the DubClub. Join it. Top link in description. If you test out the DubClub, get all our picks early. We think it's really fun. We have a good time, chatting with you all in there. And NFL, we're going to have a big year. So tap into that. It's linked down below. Top link in description. 2-week free trial. We're doing a free NFL jersey giveaway a week from today. So we'll have how to enter that in that Discord. So make sure you connect to the Discord to figure out how to enter that NFL jersey giveaway. But you guys came in for some MLB picks. We'll have some NFL picks soon. Let's dive into the slate today. The first pick should be no surprise. It's parlay of the day. And we're coming back for a vengeance. Yesterday, the hit parlay Contreras hurt us. That's okay. He had his chances. Obviously, they walked him twice, which is tough. Another hit parlay. Today will be a little bit different. I don't think we'll do a hit parlay. We'll do something different, but you can check it out. We link down below in the description and obviously in the pinned comment. Let's see. It should be live around 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. A lot of late games. Every game is late, so you have plenty of time to lock it in. But I'm going to actually throw it to Logan. He had a great call yesterday in the Guardians and Royals under, and some word on the street. Logan's going back to it. Logan, what you got in that game?
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that game so much that I wanted to go back to game 2 of this series. Taking the Guardians on the money line, minus 116 odds on FanDuel is your best value here. Now, yesterday I liked a total and a side. I leaned Guardians yesterday. Now today I am actually just picking the Guardians. Don't care what the hell the total plays out. The Guardians took game 1 of the series yesterday, and it really wasn't in doubt. I mean, they had that game pretty much all 9 innings. I really do think they win this game again today. And it starts against Brady Singer, who starts for the Royals. 3.36 ERA and a 1.24 whip for Brady Singer. Brady Singer is on my fade list as far as starting pitchers go. I just don't think this guy is all that great. He commands a lot of line respect for some reason. And he faced Cleveland earlier this year. He went 3 2/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. You look at those numbers, that's fine. He gave him 9 hits. And I remember that game very vividly. There was a lot of people, on the over. It made sense that the over in that game. But man, that was a poverty. The Guardians were poverty with runners in scoring position. They could have had a lot more hits and runs than they did in that game. Going back to 2023, this Guardians team has been able to hit Brady Singer. They have seen him really well over the past 2 seasons even. You look at the last 3 starts, going back again to last season, 9, 8, and 13 hits against the Guardians. Look, Brady Singer is sort of a strikeout dependent pitcher. He needs a few of those swing and miss, strike threes, and he doesn't normally get them against the Guardians. They really have had his number. They do pile up the hits on him. And you look at a couple of the key bats in this Guardians lineup. Jose Ramirez hitting 480 against Singer. Stephen Kwan hitting 450 against Brady Singer. And there's a ton of familiarity all across this Guardians lineup against Brady Singer. One of the reasons why some of these lefty bats are hitting Brady Singer is because he struggles versus lefties. He's allowing a 302 batting average to lefties, and we know this Guardians lineup will have several left-handed bats in the lineup. I really like the Guardians today. I think they get to Brady Singer. Over the last 14 days, they've been solid against righties. Cleveland, 16th in batting average, 13th in OPS, 8th in WRC+. Again, yesterday I took the under because I really questioned if their bats would really show up on the road. They did. I mean, Lane Thomas legacy game yesterday, but they showed up on the road in a big way. I like them once again to show up on the road today against Brady Singer. And on the other side, who's starting for the Guardians, it's Tanner Bybee, 3.65 ERA and a 1.13 whip for Bybee. Obviously, this isn't the Guardians ace, but he's been really solid for them this year. There's a ton of familiarity between him and the Royals. He's faced them 3 times this year. 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, most recent start. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Start before that, and then the first start, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. You know what? I can live with the 2 earned run type. I can't live with the 5 earned run, and that unfortunately is what happened in his most recent start. His ERA versus the Royals as a whole, 5.06, so which is a little high. But I want to put your attention to a key bat that was in that lineup when Bibee got tagged for 5 earned runs, and that was Vinny Pasquantino. In that 5 earned run start, Pasquantino went 4 for 5. He is a key bat in the lineup. Austin and I were talking about it, yesterday to ourselves about how different this Royals team looks without Vinny P in it. Because where the heck are they getting the production? I mean, Bobby Witt Jr. will do what he does. And other than that, I mean, you're searching for some timely hits up and down the lineup. I'm not really finding them consistently. He was the reason why the Royals were so good with runners in scoring position. He was able to bring those top of the order guys home, and he hasn't been really doing it. Obviously, with him out of the lineup, they've been really struggling to score. It's mostly like 2 runs a game, from here on out. Last 14 days versus righties, Kansas City's been bad. 25th in batting average, 23rd in OPS, 24th in WRC plus. I mean, with runners in scoring position during that time, Kansas City is 30th, dead last in the majors, only hitting 181. I mean, I don't know how you could back this team. If anything, they just need to be blindly faded. And I think this is a great spot for Tanner Bibee to have a decent outing. I mean, we saw Gavin Williams' masterclass yesterday. Could have never predicted that. I think Tanner Bibee has a similar start, maybe not as good, but still a decent, 2 earned runs type start in this one. And then we go to the bullpens too. Last 14 days, Cleveland 18th in bullpen ERA, Kansas City 29th in bullpen ERA. Kansas City has over a 6 bullpen ERA compared to just a 4 ERA for Cleveland. So like on those numbers don't sound huge ranking wise, but ERA wise, I mean that's a whole two-run ERA difference. And I was talking about it to Austin yesterday. I was like, the Royals bullpen is just a bunch of the worst arms in there that used to be starters that are just now bullpen arms, like Chris Bubich and Daniel Lynch. All those guys are now just bullpen guys, and they're still not good, and that's why that bullpen really struggles. Give me the Guardians. I love them way too much in this spot. I think as the short road favorite, they get the job done for us today. But Austin, where are you going for your pick?
Yeah, just like yesterday, I had an over. I'm not actually going out to the Rangers and Yankees game, although I will give you a spoiler. That's going to be in our parlay of the day, something over there. However, I'm going to where overs at home have cashed at the best rate this season. That's in Miami. I like the Nationals and Marlins over 8 and minus 125 on Fanatics. Now, I am taking the push potential here. 8.5 is what a lot of different books had. I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe this line, I saw some sharper books kind of leaning towards the under of the 8.5. So I'll take the 8 for a little push potential. If it ends at 8, cool. If it goes up to 9 or 9.5, even better. I really like runs in this game. Now, let's look at the starting pitching. Patrick Corbin versus Max Meyer. Before we dive into those, like I said, Marlins home games, 48, 18, and 3 to the over this season, the best hit rate in the MLB this season. Now, let's talk about Patrick Corbin. He's coming off 2 legacy starts. We faded him against the Rockies. He pitched really well there, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. We didn't necessarily fade him. We took the over in that game. It still hit because the Nats put up a ton of runs. Then everyone faded him in his last start where he went 6 scoreless against the Yankees. Now he goes on the road where he's been much worse this season. Look at his numbers. On the road, 6.52 ERA, a 1.74 whip, and a 351 batting average allowed. I don't remember his home stats off the top of my head. I want to say the batting average allowed is about 100 points higher on the road than it is at home. Obviously, he's on the road in Miami, and Miami's been no slouch against lefties. Last 14 days versus left-handed pitching, they're 7th best batting average, 11th in OPS, 13th in WRC+. We've seen them a couple different times, really since the beginning of August, rock some left-handed pitching. Now, they faced some really tough lefties the last few days. They faced Imanaga. They faced Freeland at home, really, really good, and Blake Snell. So even they have really good numbers despite facing some really good pitchers. And, they got 2-2 and 1 earned run off those guys, but those guys are much better than Patrick Corbin. I think they'll be able to get some runs off of him. I mean, sure, if he pitches a gem, cool. But I still think this Marlins team is pesky. They have a lot of different guys in there that you probably have never heard of. This is just a team that's been getting those timely hits. They've been getting those extra base hits, and they've been running the bases too, which is all you want to do. I mean, this is a team that tries hard. Even though in the beginning of the season, you might have been like, all right, Marlins are obviously cooked. They don't care. They have a lot of guys, young guys in there that are obviously trying for a contract or trying to just stay on the roster for next year. I think they can get some runs up on Corbin. On the flip side, I think Max Meyer might be one of the worst pitchers I've seen this season. He will start for the Marlins, 5.44 ERA and a 1.38 whip. Meyer sucks at one big thing, and that's hard contact. He is first percentile in barrel percentage, second in hard hit percentage. Now, you see those numbers, you're like, that's not great. Well, at least maybe he has something good for going for him. He could strike out some guys, right? No, 18th percentile in K percentage. So he's not getting to strikeouts, and he's giving up a ton of hard contact. That just is a recipe for a lot of runs to be scored. There's a reason he keeps giving up 3, 4, 5 earned runs. And the Nationals, while they aren't the best team in the world, they have some talented bats in there. They've been about middle of the pack versus righties over the last few weeks. And Max Meyer, I already said he has a 5.5 ERA. That is considering he's been really good with runners in scoring position. Look, I think he's runners in scoring position batting average like 189, yet he still has a 5.5 ERA. If he starts giving up timely hits too, that ERA is ballooning to a 7 ERA. Just think he's not very good. And then when you get out of Corbin and Meyer, who likely don't give their teams tons of length here, you get to the bullpens. Nationals last 14 days, 19th in ERA. Marlins are 26. These are two bottom of the barrel bullpens, two honestly not very good starters. I think there's plenty of runs here. It might seem square, but hey, squares are going to cash some bets here and there. I really think this is an easy over here. We took an over back when the D-backs were here with Rodrigo Munoz and Jordan Montgomery. We didn't overthink it. Two trash pitchers. We took the over, and it was sweat-free. It cashed in like the third inning. I think there's a chance this one could be similar. These guys just give up way too much contact, and there's a chance that Max Meyer gives up some 2-3 run home runs. I really like the over 8 in this game. Like I said, if you only can take 8.5, I love it there too. As Logan and I have talked about over the past few weeks, if there is a minus 125 line for a little push potential, we'll take it. But typically, we're just taking the 8.5, kind of like we did yesterday with the unders and the overs. I really think this one soars over. Give me the over in the Nationals Marlins game as my favorite pick of the day. But those are 3 favorite picks of the day. Logan's on the Guardians ML. I'm on that over pick. We could force more picks, but we've been doing well with the 3 picks. So let's just try to string together these winning days, a 2-1 day, maybe a 3-0 day in there. And obviously our third pick will be that parlay of the day, which once it is live, it'll be linked down below in the pinned comment and the description. You can go check it out. Like I said, a bunch of other things happen on the channel. First one, we have a 2-week free trial for the DubClub. If you want to test it out, go down below. Join it, 2-week free trial, link it to the Discord, and we're doing a jersey giveaway. We'll figure out how to enter that later on this week. We'll do it a week from today. And then obviously NFL future video dropping on the channel at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday. You can check out the breakdown for all my thoughts on all 12, 13 games on the slate. It's Austin Logan. We're signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.